So, what is the SQL programming language? SQL, also known as the structured query language, is a query language, as the name implies. As a query language, SQL allows us to write queries, which are commands to access data, to gather data from a database. Despite being called a query language, SQL also allows us to modify, organize, and structure our databases. This brilliant programming language was built by IBM. So, what is the DDL, and how does it relate to SQL? DDL stands for Data Definition Language. It's a subset of the SQL commands that are all about defining the structure of our database. This means we are working with database objects like tables, indexes, and constraints. Here are a couple example commands in the DDL. They allow us to create and change our tables. I'm now at sqlguild.com. Let's create a table with a DDL command. See, our table was added to the database. Now let's just add a column to our players table. And now the players table has a weight attribute. So, what is the DML, and how does it relate to SQL? DML stands for Data Manipulation Language. It's a subset of the SQL commands that are all about interacting and working with the actual data of a database. Examples include retrieving, inserting, updating, and deleting data. Here are a couple example commands in the DML. They allow us to select the data we want to retrieve, and add new rows to a table. Now, let's try the commands on sqlguild.com. First we'll grab the player names. Next, we will insert in a player. And we can now see our new player in the players table.